Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I prepared video where I decorate an Easter egg with rice paper, crackles and shading around images. I'm using large plastic egg, but you can also use styrofoam egg if you wish so. First, I need to use thick sandpaper to smooth all the imperfections, as well as make surface of my egg matte, so paint can stick to it easily. Then I apply couple of coats of white primer. If you are using sponges, one coat should be just enough. Take measuring tape and measure 2.5 centimeters from existing line where two halves of egg are glued together. Then connect dots together to create 5 centimeter wide strip in the middle with two ovals on each side of your egg. If you are using styrofoam egg which doesn't have this stitch in the middle, watch my other video on how to do it. Now I can prepare my rice paper by tearing images out with fingers. I don't use scissors because torn edges tend to blend more easily and we won't need as many layers of varnish later on. I also tear images towards center, so when gluing they can overlap each other instead of creating creases. When everything is prepared, I apply decoupage glue on my egg using synthetic brush. Then I place image in the center and add more glue on top. I work my way from the middle towards edges, smoothing paper along the way. Next step would be shading. I use several acrylic paints mixed with blending medium and two shading sponges. Blending medium extends drying time of the paint and gives me time to create shading around images. I use only one drop of liquid with all my paints. First, I apply paint on my smaller sponge and dip it in blending medium. Then I apply mixture around images and with help of larger sponge I create shading by tapping on the paint. I usually use green paint around green leaves, red around red flowers and so on. This is very easy and everyone can do it. If you make mistake, you can wipe it off and start again because blending medium makes paint to dry longer, so you have time to correct your mistakes. It is important to wait at least 24 hours before you start varnishing. I also paint middle strip with dark green acrylic paint. This is the color which will show through the cracks later on. When everything is completely dry, I apply single step crackle on top of my green paint using brush and again wait for liquid to dry. This is all quite easy but time consuming as there are many steps to follow with drying between coats. Now I can create my cracks by applying cream paint on top of crackle varnish. There are two ways of doing it. First one is by using sponges and we will get cracks similar to those on broken eggshell. The second one would be using brush and this is what I have in mind. Remember that cracks will follow brush movement. So if you are applying paint from top to bottom, they will form from top to bottom. And if you are applying paint from side to side, cracks will start appearing from side to side. The most important thing is to work really fast, and once you apply paint, do not go back with another layer, because instead of applying more, you will wipe off the existing one. You can use hair dryer to create larger cracks. Thicker paint layer also gives larger cracks. When everything is dry, I apply several coats of gloss water-based varnish. Then I use fine sandpaper to smooth my work with another layer of varnish. You need to repeat the steps until you are happy with the finish. But basically more layers of varnish means better finish. I have to confess I didn't quite finish my varnishing on this egg, but I wanted to finish this video ASAP for you, so just gave up halfway. I hope you can forgive me. To finish everything nicely, I created rope edge around roses using white contour liner, and I glued some large silver bead caps with cream pin heads. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned as new one will be following shortly.